Emergency plan. It's part of step one, and so I asked Scott to share with us what he did. So Scott, put in your family emergency plan. What did you do first?
Well, we got together a list of our primary contact, our secondary, and our third contact.
I can see that. Those are great. Yeah.
Yep.
With all the information, cell phone, and even the address.
Yes.
You even put the address of how to get
and
there.
Directions, and directions to get there in the event that
Google Maps doesn't work.
That's right, or somebody you just get in a hurry and need to know. And our primary contact is actually an out-of-state contact, because in the event that there's a disaster and the cell phones, sometimes you can call out but you can't call in.
Yeah.
So the first one's out of state, then the next one is out of town, and then the third one is in town.
So, and because your kids are all out of town, do they have the same copy, or?
Yeah. We just emailed them a copy of that so that they know who our contact's going to be, and we can leave messages and tell them. The idea is to leave a message of where you're at and what your plan is. Are you staying where you're at? Are you going to leave in 3 days, or are you moving on from? So that we all know what's going on and we can contact that one.
With kids in California, that's kind of important to know, because you never know.
That's right.
It's the worst thing as a parent for something to happen with your kid and you can't get in touch with them. Yeah, that's great. That's great. So next part, assembling the data and critical information. What did you do there?
Well, to make it easier and quicker to get the information, that the things that cannot be replaced, birth certificates and so forth. In my filing cabinet, I have a card. It's a red card, and on the top of it it says, "Take from here back." So all you have to do is go in the filing cabinet and grab a handful of from here back, and then put it in a box and get out of here.
That's great. And another thing that I know people are doing, they're scanning copies of those and putting them like on a jump drive in case in the event something like that happens, and then you would have your jump drive too.
Yep.
So what about evacuation plans?
Okay, what we've done as far as the house is concerned is we've split up the rooms and the responsibilities between Molly and I. Like the office, for example, is pretty much my responsibility because I'm the tech guy. So I'm going to go in, I'm going to grab all the laptops, and then I'm going to get the computer tower, and just the stuff that we can't replace. So we're leaving the monitors, and the other equipment that we don't.
I love
really
how
need.
the way you say leave this.
Yeah.
That's great.
Yeah, we're being specific on making sure that there's no confusion. Leave the DVD player, leave the television, leave the monitors, because that kind of thing can be replaced. It's the information on the hard drives and so forth.
Yeah. What's Molly doing?
Now Molly's going to come into the living room and into the bedroom, and her part of that will be taking the pictures off the wall that she wants, her wedding pictures and the wedding albums, and just she knows what she's doing and can do it quickly because she knows more where that stuff is than I do. And our plan is posted inside the cabinet in the kitchen, so either one of us can just run in there and take a look at it.
That's great. And what are you going to put everything in?
Well, we have several bins out in the garage. They're plastic, not quite as good as the emergency evacuation kit that we've got, but they're plastic bins that has stuff in it that won't hurt to be left behind. So I told her, just take the lid off, throw it on the garage floor, bring the bin in, and then stuff in the bin, and then we're out of here.
That's great. So you've got it down to 9 minutes?
Well, I don't know. Hope so, but we have to get a stopwatch and see what happens.
That's great. Well, I just love the way you organized everything, and I just really appreciate that. Thank you for sharing so much, and I hope it helps everybody else.
Yep, my pleasure. Thank you, Lynn.